Welcome. I'm glad you're here. This session is going to be direct. No fluff, no theory. In the next 30 minutes, maybe a little less, I'm going to help you see exactly where your business is getting stuck and why everything still runs through you. If that's happening, it's not random, it's structural. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. So welcome to today's live course, The Decision Bottleneck Reset, why everything still runs through you and how to fix it. At Empower People, we begin with responsibility. So please repeat after me. I, Tiffany Joy Greene, do solemnly swear to accept the lifelong obligation to hone my superhero powers and apply those superhero powers to the good of the people I serve. I will promote and add to the ongoing success of Empower People, its members, and the people, organizations, and communities it serves. I will help prepare the next generation of superheroes. I am driven to be a positive change agent for those I serve and interact with. Now let's take a moment. Let's put our hands on our hips. Shoulders back, hold that back straight, head up, held up high, and looking up. This is superhero pose, and this is your dose of empowerment. Feel free to take as many doses as you'd like to feel empowered. Now remember, growth requires ownership. So today is about ownership of structure. So before I talk about the promise, let me just tell you a little bit about me. I am Tiffany Joy Greene. I am the founder of Empower People. I am the purpose architect, purpose structure architect, and I am in the business to empower businesses and leaders to build successful, growing, thriving businesses. Because when they thrive, people thrive. When people thrive, communities thrive. So let's get down to it. So what is the promise of this course? Let me set expectations. This is not a simple training. This is not another just webinar. I'm not here to give you more information. I'm here to help you diagnose what's actually happening inside your business. Because most leaders don't have a knowledge problem. They have a clarity problem. And that's what we're going to be solving today. So let's start with the pattern. If your business feels heavier than it should, it usually looks like this. The decisions, they keep coming back to you. Progress slows down unless you're involved. And you're having the same conversation over and over again. It's like if you watch Groundhog Day, the movie, that's what it feels like you're living. And your team hesitates, even when they're capable. If that's happening, you're not dealing with isolated issues. You're dealing with a system pattern. Where in your business do your decisions slow down unless you're involved? I'm going to give you some time to answer that question. I want you to be honest with yourself. Where in your business do decisions slow down unless you're involved? Not where they should move, but where they actually slow down. Is it approvals, client decisions, internal operations? So where does progress depend on you stepping in? I'm going to give you a minute, so make sure you have a pen and paper or using a note app on your phone or computer. Answer that question. Where do things slow down? Where does progress depend on you stepping in? And the time's set now. Get ready to wrap up. Okay, so take note of that answer, where your progress depends on you stepping in. Take note of that. So here's the truth most leaders don't want to hear. This is not a team problem. It's not a motivation problem. It's not a training problem. You built a system that requires you. You may not have built it intentionally, but over time, you became the fastest path to clarity. So everything started routing through you. And now the system depends on you to function. So this didn't happen because you did something wrong. This is not the blame game. It happened because you were effective. You answered questions quickly when you first started. You made decisions fast. You kept things moving. So your team learned if we go to you, things get resolved. And over time, that became the default path. Not because they can't think, but because the system trained them not to. Now, here's where it breaks. As your business grows, complexity increases. More people, more moving parts, more decisions. But your structure didn't evolve with that growth. So what used to work starts breaking, and everything routes back to you faster than ever. It may feel like the cliche that we use many times, which is may feel like you're always taking out fires, right? You're always having to take care of another fire in your business. So what you're experiencing isn't scale, it's centralization. You don't build a system that distributes decisions. You build one that concentrates them to you. And that's why growth feels heavy, because everything is being pulled back to one point: you. What in your business cannot move forward without your input right now? I'm going to ask you that one more time. What in your business cannot move forward without your input right now? I'm not talking theoretically, but right now. What is sitting still, waiting on you? A decision, a direction, a sign-off? Take a moment. I'm going to give you a minute to answer that question. Write your answer down on that sheet of paper or in your note app. What in your business cannot move forward without your input right now? What is waiting on you right now? Is it a decision, a direction, a sign-off? What is it? The timer starts now. Okay, finish up. Okay, so take note of what you wrote down. Did multiple things come to mind? Is there a list on your paper or in your app? Because that's not coincidence, that's a structural problem. You are the hub of your business, or as I like to say, you are the operating system of your business. That's what's happened. So what's the cost of this? This creates cost. Not always obvious at first, but it shows up in delayed decisions, work that has to be redone, teams that hesitate, and lost momentum. And momentum is what drives growth. So when momentum slows, guess what? Everything slows. So here's the question that exposes everything. You're going to take a minute to answer this question. If you stepped away for a week, what would actually move forward without you? Let me say that again. If you stepped away for a week, what would actually move forward without you? Not what should move forward without you, but what would actually move without you? Take a moment, take a minute, answer that question. Jot it down on a piece of paper in your note app. Timer starts now. Okay, wrap up. We're about done. Okay, so what did you write? If the answer is not much would actually move forward without you, that's not a capacity issue. That's a structure issue. If nothing changes, what would this look like 6 months from now? More decisions on your plate? More pressure? More things waiting on you? Same conversations? Same slowdowns? Because this doesn't fix itself. It won't automatically go away, this problem. It compounds. So most leaders try to fix this by doing more. So they get more involved. There's more communication, more oversight, more meetings. But the real shift is this. Stop being the answer and start fixing the system that keeps asking for you. You need to build the operating system outside of yourself. You cannot be the operating system. So what actually needs to change is decision flow. Who decides what, when, and with what level of authority? Right now, your decision flow is reactive. Everything routes to you. It needs to become intentional, distributed, structured in such a way that decision flow is predictable, not reactive. So this is exactly what I do in a reset session. In 1 hour, we identify where decisions are breaking, where dependency exists, and what needs to change. No guessing, no theory, just clarity on your specific business. This is for leaders who feel the weight, who are still in too many decisions, who know something isn't working but haven't been able to pinpoint it. If that's you, this isn't optional, it's necessary. So, if you had a clear answer to what's causing this, how much faster would your business move? If you saw your business in this today, don't go back to pushing through it. reply with the word reset, or book a session directly. We'll map exactly where your system is breaking and what to do next. The the link to schedule a reset is in the description, and it's also in the chat for people who are attending today's live session. So at this point, you already know. You can see where decisions are getting stuck. You can feel where your team is dependent on you. You can identify what's slowing everything down. And here's the part that matters most. This doesn't fix itself. Remember, it compounds. The same delays, the same conversations, the same pressure, just at a bigger scale. Just keeps growing. So the question isn't whether this is happening. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Because you have two options. You can go back into your business and keep managing around it. Keep taking out those fires. Or you can fix the structure that's creating it. That's what the reset is for. In 1 hour, we map exactly where decision flow is breaking and what needs to change so your business can move without everything depending on you. If you're ready for that clarity, here's what to do next. Put in the chat or in the comments, if you're watching the recorded version, reset. Okay? Also, you can use the link in the chat, or if you're watching the recording, in the description to book your session, and we'll take this from awareness to action. I want to thank everybody for joining me today for this course. Hopefully, you now know, look at your notes, look at your Know app to see what is depending on you. Hopefully today's proof that you can uncover where you're the bottleneck, and now you know what to do to remove yourself as the bottleneck and to remove you as the operating system. Thank you for joining me. I am going to stop the recording right now. So those who are attending this session live, we can have a one-on-one, or not one-on-one, but a group conversation. And for those who are watching the recording, feel free to reach out to set up the session and to contact me with any questions. Thank you for joining me, and let's evolve together. Hang tight, folks, in the live session.